Marry me, everybody. It's Indy here. For the first time in the video, I'm going to just record my altar as I do the video. I just don't feel like showing my face today, so excuse me for that. I was inspired to do this video watching a friend of mine's video by the name of Nimbus River. You guys should check his channel out. He's very good. I do love watching his videos, and I think you guys should check him out. He's fairly new. I think he's been up for like about a month or over a month. So you guys should definitely, go check him out, subscribe and all that, so that, his name gets around. I think he is a very, very intellectual person, and he knows what he's talking about. But I'm doing this video because a few days ago we were talking, and our conversation had turned into the use of gray magic or dark magic, shadow magic, and I did a video on that already, and he responded, and he has very similar views to mine. There are a lot of similarities in our videos, but as I was watching his video, I was inspired to do this one because of a thought that crossed my head as I watched his video. And I don't know if at any other time would I have thought this if I didn't watch his video. And it's crazy because I watched my video, of course, and I didn't think this, but I watched his video and I thought it. So obviously I wasn't meant to think it until just a short while ago. So the thought was, because he was talking about how, he wouldn't use dark magic unless he had to, if a family member had come and they needed the protection and things like that. That then if he will exhaust any measure necessary to protect his loved one, which I agree with as well, but, sorry for the moving around, I had to scratch my elbow, but as he was saying that, all of a sudden it occurred to me, if there were no such karmic law of things returning to you, whatever you send out, and things come back to you, whether it be good or bad, would witches, ceremonialists, magicians, whatever the case may be, would people use their magic for something else? Like, universally, would they use this? Would they be more prone to accepting that darker nature that each one of us has? We each have that dark nature, okay? And there's nothing wrong with having something dark. People have the notion that dark is bad, and it is not. Like I said in my last video, there's nothing wrong with dark. Nothing at all, All dark is the absence of light. That is it. But I really thought about it for a moment. Would people freely throw around their magic? Not a care in the world if there were no such karmic law. And how would this world be if that were the case? Like, if we look over a span of our history, and we look back all the way to when witchcraft first started being practiced, and magic started, people started realizing that they can shape and shift the energies to bring about the change that they want. If there were no such karmic law, would this world be different? And I'm not necessarily saying in a good way or in a bad way. Would it just be generally different? And I want your guys' opinions on this, because this is really kind of like low-key burning in my head. I'm trying to even picture how this world would be if magic was able to be freely thrown around without having to worry about anything coming back to you. And I'm thinking that people, the early practitioners, the early on practitioners, figured out on their own, that, okay, there is a karmic law, a universal karmic law going around. I think they found out with trial and error. They got mad at somebody, they sent something out, and they got it back way more than what they expected. They were like, okay, wait a minute, I can't be throwing my magic around like that. I need to be careful what I'm doing. And that's when people started realizing there's a natural, universal karmic law going around. Okay, and this obviously has been set in place, set in stone, and it is known through many different cultures in many different ways. What you do comes back to you. Do unto others as you want done to yourself. Things like that. For the Wiccans and for people who believe in the threefold law, whatever you send out comes back times 3. I've heard people that they believe it comes back fivefold, sevenfold, 9, 10. It's different beliefs, but it's the general thought that whatever you send out comes back to you. Do unto others as you would have them do unto yourself. So, if that didn't exist, where would we be as practitioners? Where would we be as a race of humans? And then it makes me think, if the whole world were practitioners of magic, whether it be folk magic, whether it be ceremonial magic, whether it be just straight witchcraft, whether it be, Kabbalah, if they were to put that into their practice, the Gnostic Christians, Coptic Christian, things like that, okay? Because I know that they involve magic in their practice at times and things like that. It makes me wonder, all the practitioners of any type of magic, whether it be good, bad, dark, evil, whatever the case may be, what change would there be in the world, or what difference would there be in the world if our magic could be thrown around freely without having that in the back of your head of the karmic law, universal law? So then that also raises the question to me, are we innately, naturally not wanting to cause harm to anybody with our magic? Or is the only thing that is holding us back is this karmic law that is ringing in our minds and in our hearts? Are we naturally not wanting to hurt anybody, or are we doing it because we're scared of having something come back to us? If we have the opportunity for one day to not worry about karmic law, would we take advantage of that, or would our true nature come out, or would we still be in check? Would we still check ourselves? Okay, and that just really makes me wonder, will our dark nature come out? And there's nothing wrong with dark. To me, it's not evil, like I said at the beginning of this video and in my last video about dark magic. But I just wonder, would our true nature come out if the Creator, if God and Goddess, for me, it would be Father, God, and Yemaya, if they came to all of us and said, we're going to, kind of like that one movie, Purge, I think it's called, if we were to give you one day of freedom from the karmic law, what would you do with that? And that is my question that I raised to you guys. So go ahead and leave your comments below in the comment section. Share this video because I think this is a cool idea to throw around. What would you do if there were no karmic law for one day? Would you still check yourself, or would your true nature come out? Blessed be.